Hello students, in this video we are going to discuss about how to find valency. In the previous session we already discussed what is valency, and before that you should have aware about stability also. If you know what is stability and what is valency, then it will become very easy. Don't skip the topics. Okay. Now we'll see how to find the valency. We have 118 elements in the periodic table. It is very difficult to find the valencies, right? Is it possible to remember the valencies of all the elements? See here, this is the modern periodic table. In this we have S, P and D block elements. In the S block we have first A and second A group elements, and third A group starts from the boron, that is belongs to the P block, and carbon group, nitrogen group, oxygen group and halogens group. This is the inert gases. These inert gases are stable. We are not going to discuss about these inert gases because these are already stable. Okay. Then we'll discuss step by step. These are the D block elements, transition elements and inner transition elements. D block and F block elements. Now we'll see step by step how to find the valency. We'll start with the S block. See here, for S block, it's completely the valency depends on the valency electrons present in the outermost shell. In the first year group, we already know that hydrogen, lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium, cesium and francium. The general electronic configuration is for S block. What is the general electronic configuration for the S block? NS1. This is the first year group elements. It has only one electron, so it shows the valency 1. You should not say whether this is +1 or -1. You should not say plus or negative values in the case of valencies. Okay, just it is the combining capacity, whether it can take the electrons or it can lose the electrons. We cannot say. Okay. See, this is the first A group. It is fixed. For first A group, all the elements has valency 1. We'll go to the second A group. The general electronic configuration is NS2, that is 1s2. It has only one shell, 2 electrons. So, the general electronic configuration is 1s2, NS2. It has only 2 electrons, so the valency is 2. Fixed for first A and second A. Now we'll go for the P block elements. P block elements. See here, the P block elements starts with the 13th group to 17th group. See here, this is the rules to follow for the to find the valencies for the P block elements. These are the rules. It's very simple. For first A and second A, it's fixed. For first A, valency is 1 and the second A, valency is 2. Okay. See here, elements in the same group have same valency. These are the tips to find the valencies. Elements in the same group, these tricks really have very helpful for you. See, elements in the same group have same valency. For example, if you take the first A group elements, they have the same valency electrons and they possess same valency, fixed valency. Okay. For only S block elements. This is not a this is for SP block elements. This trick is applicable for S and P. Elements in the same group have same valency, and it is applicable for D block also, but the D block has variable valencies, but sometimes this rule is not applicable for that. Just you apply this rule for only S and P block. Elements in the same group have same valency. See here, an atom valency is equal to the number of electrons in the outermost shell. This is only for the p block. This is only for the p block. This is for S and P block. This is for S and P block. This trick is for S and P block. Then an atom valency is equal to the number of electrons in the outermost shell. Okay. For example, if you take P block, if the valency electron is 1, the valency electrons is 1, the valency also 1. If the 2 valency electrons are there, 2, so on. See here. If the electrons more than 4, if the valency electrons are more than 4, up to here same, the valency electrons are equal to the valency. Above 4, you should use this formula. 8 minus number of valency electrons. 8 minus number of valency electrons. This formula you should use. So this is the group number 5, and now you substitute the value here. 8 minus 5 is equal to 3. Okay, this is the valency for the electrons containing valency electrons containing 5 electrons. If the valency electrons are 6, then it will become 2. The valency will become 2. If the valency electrons are 7, it will become 1. This is the halogen group. Halogens all have 1 valency. Then 8 electrons, there is no valency, 0, stable. It's a stable. Okay. Then we'll see the another trick to find the electrons. The elements of group 1 and group 2 valencies are +1 and +2 respectively. This we already discussed. This is only for S block. Only for S block. Now we'll discuss valencies for the D block. D block general valency is 2 and F block general valency is 3. But the D block elements will exhibit variable valencies. First of all, here we are introducing the word variable valency. What is meant by variable valency? Means some elements like iron. If you take iron, it exhibit +2 and +3 oxidation state. The one element will exhibit more than one oxidation state is called, more than one valency is called variable valency. Why the elements will exhibit variable valency, students? Why? Because if you take d orbital and some p block elements also will exhibit variable valency because they have the empty d orbital. There is the scope to excite the electrons from the s orbital. Is there some scope? Okay. Is there scope to extend the octet rule? They can extend the octet rule. They have vacant orbital, so they can possess variable valency. It depends on the compounds which they combining with the chemical bond. Okay, it depends on the chemical compound. See here, we'll see one example. Iron. If you take iron, Fe. In this, what is the atomic number of iron? 26. Iron atomic number is 26. What is the electronic configuration? In the simple form, we are writing argon here 18 electrons, then 4s2, 3d6. This is the electronic configuration for the iron. See here, what is the valency shell for this? These two are considered as a valency shells. Here also I am introducing the one trick to you. It's very easy to identify the valency electrons for the d orbital. This one we'll discuss later. Now we'll finish this first. Let us finish. See, 4s2, 3d6. 4s2, here 2 electrons, and then here how many electrons? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In this case, the iron exhibit variable valency. What is that variable valency? It can exhibit +2 and +3. See here, this 4s2, these 2 electrons will participate in the bond formation, and this paired electron, one paired electron also will participate in the bond formation. After this, the d orbital contain one, see now here I will draw 1 2 3 4, 1 2 3 4 5. Here we are removing one electron, so 5 electrons are there, so this is half filled. This is one of the stability rule. Half filled and fully filled orbitals possess stability. They contain stability. So after removing of one electron from the d orbital, it has half filled orbital, so it possesses stability. See here, in the case of iron, +2 and +3 is found. Which one is more stable? In the case of Fe+2, what is happening? Only 2 electrons are removing from the 4s2. So there is no half filled and there is no fully filled. So compare with the Fe3+, the Fe2+ is less stable. See here, in the case of Fe+3, half filled orbitals are there, so Fe+3 is more stable. Okay, this is about variable valency. You got to know. See students, you repeat, you have to listen this one 2 or 3 times. Definitely you will get that. Okay. This is about variable valency. Now one more point we forgot here. How to find the valency electrons in the d orbital. This is a bit difficult. If you can use this one, I will tell one simple trick to find the valency electrons in the d block. Electrons present in the outside of noble gas core is represented as a considered as a valency electrons. Electrons present in the outside of noble gas core. See here. Let us see the examples. Scandium, atomic number. This is the electronic configuration for the scandium. This is argon, already 18 electrons left here, remaining 3 electrons. So 4s2 3d1. These are the valency electrons for the scandium. In each case, see, titanium, this is the valency electrons. Vanadium, this one. Chromium, manganese, this is the valency electrons. So on. These all are valency electrons for the d block elements. See here, again you can raise the doubt here. This is 4s2, then 3. This one is the 3d1. Then how can these two belongs to the same group, same orbit? Valency electrons means the valency shell. Last shell is considered as a valency shell. But this is 4s, this is 3d. So this one should be last shell. But these two are comes under the valency shell. Here one more rule is there. According to the N plus L rule, if you don't know, no problem, you can leave that. N plus L rule, according to the energy levels, which is having the lowest energy level, the electrons enters into that particular orbital. See, L value for the s orbital is 0 and the p orbital is 1 and the d orbital is 2. It's very simple, N plus L rule. See, now you consider this. If you want to calculate the L value for the s orbital, 4s orbital, 4s and 3d, we need to calculate for the N plus value for the 4s and 3d. See, N value, what is the N value for the 4s? 4 plus L value for the s orbital? 0. What is the value? 4. See here, 3 plus L value for the d orbital? 2. So 5. Here the N plus value is more for the 3d orbital and less for the 4s orbital. So the electron enters into the 4s, after that enters into the 3d. In this case, the 4s and 3d orbital, the energy difference is very less. That is the reason the electrons can jump from the 4s orbital to 3d orbital, and they can form the variable valencies in the case of d block elements and in the case of p block elements. Only few p block elements can form different valencies. This is about variable valency. Let's see, anything else? See here what we discussed, students. Let us recall. First we discussed some tricks for the finding of elements in the s and p orbitals. Next, these are the tricks to find the valencies in the p orbital. Then s block we already discussed. Next, this is also one of the trick to find the valencies. Valency electrons 4 or fewer, it's equal to its valency. If the valency electrons are 4 or less than 4, that is equal to its valency. This is one of the rule. Then number of valency electrons greater than 4, that is equal to 8 minus number of electrons. These two tips already we used in the case of p block elements. Next, what we discussed about the electrons, valency electrons and d block elements. We discussed. This is about valency. Hope this video will help you. If you have any doubts, you can comment it in the comment section, and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching.